As I said, Provi did nothing wrong. Just because you don't agree with his decision doesn't mean he did anything wrong. Let me put it to you this way. In my experience, I think it was back in, was it 16, when I was asked a question about the flag, right? Would you sit if the player? That's when Kaepernick was sitting. He wasn't kneeling. He was just sitting at that time. They asked me if a player sits, what would you do? And what did I say? I said the player would sit the rest of the game. I was wrong. I learned a lot through that experience. My feelings towards any type of protest to the flag during the anthem, it disgusts me. To this day, it disgusts me. It shouldn't be done. Those are my feelings. I can't push those feelings onto someone else. So I was wrong in saying that back then. I didn't realize I was, but as I went through it all, it was, who am I to push my feelings onto someone else? Same situation here. Provi's not out there banging the drum against Pride Night. He quietly went about his business. Him and I had a number of conversations to how we're going to do this. You have the team, you have him, you have all this going on. Talked to lots, went through the whole process there. He felt strongly with his beliefs, and he stayed with it. And this was discussed as prior up to that. But that I'm trying to make a correlation to how I was wrong. You asked me if I was going to bench him. Why would I bench him? Because of a decision he's making on his beliefs and religion? It turned out to be a great night for Pride Night. Players were involved, the building was filled, there was awareness, everything. Provi didn't actively seek out and try to make a stand against it. He just felt he didn't want to take warm-up. I respect him for his decision. I thought the team handled themselves well. I thought our whole organization handled themselves well to make sure we didn't lose sight of that night.
I guess kind of the flip side of that, though, is Pride Night is meant to, show that community that they are welcome. Do you think that not having a unified front, not having everyone out there, that goes against that message?
No, because it was someone's certain strong beliefs. Do you know how much time the organization and the players put into Pride Night? How much they wanted to be involved in that? That is, we forget that because one person in his religion and his beliefs did not want to partake in the 15-minute warm-up. And again, he's not beating the drum. He didn't say a word. He just wanted to go about his business, wanted to play the game, and I think it takes on a life of its own sometimes because someone has a different belief. And like I said, I bring up my situation because to this day I still feel the same way about that flag. You shouldn't be protesting when the anthem's played and you're in front of that flag. That's about the men and women that are sacrificing their lives to give us our freedoms. That's what I look at. But I have no business to push my type of thought onto players at that particular time. Made a huge mistake back then. That's why I'm kind of putting it with this here. Provi knew he was going to have some blowback here. That's part of the business. That's part of what you go through. But I respect him as far as staying true to himself, as I said the other night. And I respect the organization, how they handle themselves here, because they went about their business, and I thought it was a great night, Pride Night.